y'all know turtles.
I like that intro.
What up? Yeah, it's
What's
pretty
up,
cool.
everybody, and welcome back.
Hi, my amazing sister. I
We're
can't get
waiting.
up. It's too swollen. Yeah, we figured that
I
out.
figured that, Matthew. You get some rest.
So take care, bro. And
We're just waiting on Ryan to join us. But tonight, guys, we are going to be talking about Thunderbirds.
let's go.
And it's going to be great.
Sorry.
Yeah, but before we get started with that, I hope y'all enjoyed the Walk in the Wood video. We did that back October 7th, and back in 1965, 4 young children were brutally murdered in those woods. And it was a sad situation, and we did it on the 58th anniversary of it. And it was pretty interesting.
It was pretty cool. Hi, Unknown Ventures. Welcome. Welcome to the
Robbie. How you doing, Robbie? Good seeing you, brother. Oh, there it is. There it is. What am I doing? Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Let me cut the volume down. Dagnabbit.
Hey, Joseph, how's it going?
Have 3 more people up here. Pin message. Oh God, we got Joseph who's talking about putting Vaseline in my butt going camping.
Ooh. Now for sure, I'm not going to get his very book. You hardly cuddling. Forget that, man. Hell no.
Unknown Venture is my brother. But yeah, I can have 3 more people because I'm waiting on Ryan Tremblay to come up. I appreciate it, brother.
Thank you for the support, Unknown Ventures. Triple LAX lady. Hello.
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 Oh yeah, I love it. You know it. Hi, Triple X. That's what I'm gonna call her. What's up, Frostbite? I know all of y'all gonna be like, what about them Eagles?
What Eagles? What's wrong?
Hey, Eagles. Oh God.
Eagles what?
I do like some KY, I can't even lie. But I hope everybody doing good. Like I said, tonight we're gonna be talking about Thunderbirds, and I don't know too much about them. I do know, of course, they're cryptid. shit. There's not been much sightings of Thunderbirds like lately, but I mean, it can be like anywhere from northern Canada to Alaska, and I even heard something about like Illinois. Like I know Matthew knows a little bit more. Oh no, we got my favorite vodka. We got my favorite vodka.
Hello, hello.
My favorite
Well, I have
vodka.
no knowledge. I have no knowledge on this subject, but I thought I'd come and learn. Mwah! My brothers, my favorite brothers.
My amazing sister. Sorry. You were saying nothing.
I have no clue, but I'm here to learn, so I'm waiting to learn. Fill me in.
Same. That's what we're gonna be.
We'll try, but the biggest expert would be Ryan. We're still waiting on him.
Yes.
I'm Nubsy. Do you have a little bit of knowledge of what we're talking today?
Yes. I got a little bit. Not a lot. But it is like a large bird-like creature that lives.
Stop reading Google, man.
You got it.
It is a creature that's been seen from northern Canada and Alaska all the way through Central America.
Is it Native American?
Yes, it's actually a Native American mythology.
Right. Okay.
In the native culture, the Thunderbird is considered as a spirit in the form of a big bird. Actually, there's also saying that when you do see the thunder, it's the beak of the Thunderbird that is emitting the lightning balls. And also, when you hear the thunder, the noise is the flapping of the wings.
Yeah. But, like, that's the evidence that they supposedly have of it.
That's actually a real picture.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It has been validated by Kodak that it was not a trick picture. Obviously, they're not saying that the bird is original, but the picture has not been touched, has not been modified. It's been proven by Kodak. I think it was in 87 or 88, if I'm not mistaken. Don't take me for granted on the date, but it has been authentified as a real picture. Now coming to the bird in the picture, apparently it's a baby Thunderbird.
Yeah.
That was killed by a farmer. It was flying around his farm and he shot it down.
Oh, I didn't know that, Matthew.
A Texas Ranger. But apparently, anyway, so that picture was said. When it comes to the natives and the Thunderbird, the symbol of of the Thunderbird represents power, protection, and strength for the natives. So obviously, the Thunderbird in the native mythology and way of thinking is still very present. Like Nupsy is saying, we don't see them. We don't have a lot of reports, but I'm good friends with people on the res, which is like 20 minutes from me, which are Mohawks, which are the original founders of Canada. They were here before Columbus, before whoever JAXXX says they were here before the natives were here. And sometimes I like to speak with the elders on the res because why? Because they are books of knowledge. They will talk to you about stuff. If they're comfortable with they're talking with you, they will talk to you about stuff. But if they come to know you and take you in, you will get knowledge like crazy. So talking with the elders here, there is stories from their ancestors that here in Quebec we did had the Thunderbird. They're saying that it does really exist. Those birds really did exist, and they were descendants from the dinosaur period, and possibly there's still some because Nub says there's not a lot of people talking about those sightings and stuff, but there's still sightings of something similar. And we were talking about the North American, but there's also some people that saw the Thunderbird in Australia, in New Zealand, Africa, Europe, even even to Japan. So yeah, so this is a world wow thing. It started with the natives, but a lot of people are talking about that about the Thunderbird. Some will call it different names. Will not call it Thunderbird. We'll call it different names. But the story or the legend is always the same. A big bird. He's almost big. Big as a regular flight plane.
Wow. Okay.
So imagine the size for people that have to take in the plane. You saw the size of the wings. The bird would be spread. It would be as long as that. So
Wow.
So that's my knowledge on
Very cool.
on what I've heard about that. Apparently, first of all, a lot of the elders told me that when the Thunderbird will appear is because the gods have messages for you. They're like messengers, if you want.
Yep.
That's a belief that a lot of natives have is when you do see the Thunderbird, something. On the other side, on the flip side, some do say when you see the Thunderbird, bad stuff's gonna happen.
Okay.
Mass floodings, stuff like that. So I haven't personally I haven't seen that. I heard a lot of talking about, like I said, natives here on my side of the res in Canada. I spoke with some natives on the American side of res with different, almost similar way of talking about the Thunderbird, but yeah, but like I said, I heard both stories. Some are good, some are bad, but basically, yeah. Most Thunderbirds fly the wings and have stars in their flight professionals. That seems like Matt is saying. Some were saying that also the Thunderbird represents the god of hunting.
That's true. That is true, Matt. Different tribes have different stories. They're never the same. That's like Wendigo and like Skinwalkers and all these other.
I know we're talking about the Thunderbirds, but you just opened the door. Take the Wendigo or the spirit shapeshifter. Every single tribe will have a different story, a different way of how that began, but it comes up to the same thing. They're always doing the same routine or same way of operation, but different stories. It's like the Arab telephone. So I say a story to Vodka, Vodka turns around, says the story to Nubsy. The story is going to be quite different.
Mhm.
Why? Because the way Vodka did it express herself is a way of talking. So she will say, instead of saying glass, she will say, you know, the glassy. So you can say, oh, glassy. So it wasn't the glass. Then Nubsy's gonna turn around and say to Ryan, hey, the glass wasn't clean. You know, so the story changes a little bit in the bits and parts, but we're talking about, you know, the same story.
Yeah. I know. I've seen. I can't
But
remember was, but there was a documentary on
You're right.
Thunderbirds.
You're
that
right,
I've
man.
seen.
Different cultures will think it's, but I'm talking about the people I spoke to, having spoke to 3,000 different tribes and stuff like that. I'm talking with Mohawks on this side of Canada and Mohawks on the United States, and even the same tribe. It's the same tribe, but in different regions, they have different stories and different ways of thinking about the thing. And obviously, some people do think it's a good thing, and some people say it's pure evil and like the devil or stuff like that. So yeah. So I'm
I
gonna
watched.
now. I'm talking.
No, you get. I did watch this documentary a couple weeks ago about Thunderbirds. I can't remember the name of it, but it was on Tubi TV or Tubi the app or whatever, and it was a really, really good, documentary. And so from what I've seen on that video, that the main sightings have been in Arizona and what's the one under
They're
Arizona?
hiding. They're hiding in the Great Canyon.
Yeah.
And
But
Matt was talking about that. He was talking about the Cherokee Nation. Cherokee Nation is not far from the Grand Canyons. They're a large, but a lot of population of Cherokees are around Arizona, in the Grand Canyon and stuff.
yeah.
Night,
Baka,
Randy. Thank you for coming.
do you have any off of cryptids over there, Australia?
Well, I was just trying to look up whether there had been any sightings here, and it's not really coming up with any. There was supposedly one though on the New South Wales coast, back in the what'd they say, 50s, 60s. But closest, I mean, we of course have a lot with our Indigenous Australians and their law and their history, of course, rainbow serpent and all of these different things. But interestingly enough, different type, I suppose, because it's not the Native American one, but we have had our own Thunderbird from dinosaur times that has been found in Australia. Nothing with the huge wingspan though, and the wonderful, lightning and thunder of the
Mhm.
Native American one. But yeah, that was interesting. I didn't realize we had anything like that in real,
But like I said,
dinosaur times.
different regions and different places will not call them Thunderbirds. They will call them by different names, different calling, even a little bit like the Sasquatch, Bigfoot, and stuff like that. They're different colors depending on the region where they are and stuff like that. Some people in Latin America are talking about a blue, a big navy blue bird. Some people on the side of New York and in that region, they're talking about the big black bird. On my side here in Canada, they're also talking about like a raven color, like a deep dark, like they're purple. So,
Hi, Ryan.
hey Ryan, how's it going, bro?
Hey, Nubsy, how's it going? Hey, how's it
So
doing,
now,
man? Vodka!
so now we do
My
have
favorite
an
vamp.
expert.
How's it going?
Good, mate. How are you?
An expert? I wouldn't say I'm an expert. I'm doing pretty good, Vodka. I'm tired tonight, and I was doing my tutoring job, and I'm like,
let's say we'll call you an expert, even if you
Yep.
do
So how
not
you guys
want to
doing?
not call yourself an expert. Let's say you have more knowledge, if you want, than
That's fair.
all three of us together.
Yeah, what is your opinion on Thunderbirds, Ryan?
Okay, that's fair. Well, I know they're very, very spiritual in all the Native American tribes. So, I mean, they do think that they are the ones that bring the thunder, and sometimes, in most cases, the lightning as well. So, there's a very strong spiritual attachment to them. They're very important to all the Native American cultures.
Do you think it's kind of
Did
like
nobody
the
freeze up?
Wendigo? You think it's like the Wendigo, where people think that it's just a...
No, not at all. Because Wendigo is seen as a very no. It's not seen as a negative thing. The Thunderbird is sacred, man. It's the opposing force to the white owl. The white owl is a very venomous and toxic thing in the Native American culture. So Thunderbird is kind of like how we view like Jesus Christ. It's very positive. It battled the serpent, you know, and every tribe has a very strong attachment to it. The Wendigo, though, is just like all around negative.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there's nothing much positive coming out with.
So no.
All right, Marianne.
No, that one question somebody had. It does not have a head of a human
Oh, triple X lady.
at all. It's a straight bird.
Yeah, it's just like a gigantic bird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, think like Rodan size, like it's kaiju sized.
Have you had any experience with them, or know anybody that has?
I do know someone that might have seen one actually. Ashley might have seen one. So you never heard that story?
I was about to say, where's Ashley? Because didn't she have an experience about the Thunderbird? I know Ashley.
Yeah, she thinks that she did. Her and Maylee, her kid.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I know Ashley from way back too.
No, I know, but just.
But yeah, her and Maylee saw a gigantic bird. So they did have something that could be a Thunderbird encounter. Yeah, absolutely.
I messaged her waiting on her to say something. I know she's a busy woman, though.
Oh, she's in bed now. No, she's asleep right now, dude. She had a really busy work day and she had to record today, so she crashed out. That's why you get just me. So,
well, we was
yeah, Matt, you're right. It does eat the sick children. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's right about that, but I mean, it's still not an evil spirit, though. I mean, oh god, no.
That's a good question, but no, I don't think
Jersey
so.
Devil is not related to the Thunderbird in any way.
Because the Jersey Devil's legit just in, like, Jersey, pretty much. I mean, I know there's been the fighting somewhere else, but mainly New Jersey. The Thunderbird been, like, Canada.
Well, not just...
What were you saying,
not
Ryan?
just that. I mean, it's not just where the sightings occur. No, it's the origin of the Jersey Devil, too, that sets it apart from Thunderbird. Because you got to remember, with the Jersey Devil, it was the 13th child. The mother literally said, you know, the child, and lo and behold, the 13th child became the Jersey Devil. So, no, there's a world of difference between the two.
Yeah.
But yeah, Matt's right. It's not evil, but it's held in fear. But that fear comes from respect.
See, I've only had an experience with one cryptid that I know of, and that's the Hellhound. And like I said, it was not that pleasant of a feeling. Like the smell, the freaking growl.
Well, Hellhounds aren't always bad.
They're not. I mean, I know most of the time they are guarding.
Hellhounds aren't always bad, though, Nubs. I mean, they're painted as bad because of Christianity and Catholicism.
Yeah.
But a lot of people will not knowing what they're seeing or not knowing what they're facing will all automatically go to
Hmm.
it's bad, it's evil, it's devil, because they're not aware of what's occurring at the presently in front
Yeah.
of them. They haven't experienced that before. Their brain will not. They can't connect to the brain cannot connect to the event that's going on presently. So for them, it's devilish. It's the devil, the bad things and stuff like that. But
Hmm.
like Ryan is saying, like Matt is saying, it's not always a bad thing.
Well, you got to remember, Dom,
Sometimes
we're kind of trained.
go ahead, Ryan. Sorry.
Okay, well, you got to remember too that as a society, as a culture, we're kind of raised to think that everything that we don't know about is evil. I mean, look at all the religions that we have: Christianity, Catholicism. They do teach you that anything that doesn't look human is demonic, it's evil, it's dangerous, so forth and so on. So we're kind of nurture versus nature, where in normal times, had we seen something, we might be like, "Oh, I'm inquisitive," but because of what we were told and what people force down our throats, we think everything is evil nowadays.
You're
Well,
tapping you're tapping on the
or
nail.
anything,
You're right about that.
yeah,
All the
or
time.
anything we don't know, is to be feared
Mhm.
and killed, and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
that's
Yep. I
interesting,
mean, you hear it all the
Matthew.
time in cryptid communities, because because a Bigfoot killed a deer, they're like, "Oh, it's demonic." And I'm like, "That's not demonic. That's just the Bigfoot being a predator, dude. Predator and prey, it's in nature all over the place. Doesn't
We
make
do
it
the same
demonic, doesn't
thing.
make it evil. It just makes it an animal." Yeah, we do.
Okay,
In fact, we
well,
do it worse than any
we
other animal does.
we do the same thing. We go in the forest and we go to hunt the deer, the moose, the bears, whatever, eatable. We'll kill it, and also,
Correct.
so we're doing the same thing as Bigfoot. He needs to feed himself, so he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's a primate, so he will
Hmm.
go down the food chain.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
we got a private
And there's a
chat.
difference, though, because I mean, look at Bigfoot. He'll take what he needs to feed himself, and that's it. Whereas you have hunters that go in just to get as many deer as they can in one sitting. So who's worse there? The cryptids or the humans?
If you want my opinion, I would say humans. So,
I would agree with you. But yeah,
and
Thunderbirds, though, I
Yeah.
mean, they're not really anything too negative. Nope. What's that, Nubs?
I said, yeah, probably the humans. I was agreeing with Dom on that one.
but yeah,
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, I watched a documentary a couple weeks ago about the Thunderbirds, and it was a really interesting documentary.
Which one was
I
it?
can't remember. I can't remember the name. It was on Tubi TV.
Okay. Well, there's quite a few of them out there, so I don't know which one it was. Did it have Ken Gerhard in there?
I think so.
Okay, yeah, so it was probably his Small Town Monsters thing then.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I thought so.
that sounds about right. But it was really interesting.
Yeah, well, Thunderbirds are interesting, man. I mean, every tribe across America and even in Canada, they all have a belief in the Thunderbird. So when all these tribes have one belief like that, there's definitely something to that. And I don't think it should be ignored.
Yeah.
they do have, seriously, if you do have time, like I said, to talk with elders, the people that are native, but they are elders, even people on the res, they have, like Ryan said, they have different stories about about that, but also it's the way they share out the stories and stuff like that. It's all a thing,
Right.
and it's amazing to hear stories. I keep
Yep.
on saying that,
And that is
but
one they will talk to you about. It's not like Skinwalkers, so.
sorry, I didn't hear you properly.
Oh, they will talk to you about Thunderbirds. They're not going to try to be tight-lipped when you want to ask about Thunderbirds, where it's like, the Skinwalkers or Wendigo. You'll never get any words out of them about it. But Thunderbirds, they'll tell you all about it. Yeah, yep, see, Matt's right. I was just going to mention that, too.
Night, Joseph, brother. But yeah, so they're like on top. They are up there with like Bigfoot and all that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I can find
I mean, like all the tribes nubs, they all have separate names. They have separate names for the Thunderbirds. So, like the Sioux Indians call it the Wakinyan, and then you have like the Boohoo, the Baha, the Sigwe. You got all these different Native American names for it. So,
see, that looks more like the Coco Monto or whatever, the South African cryptid. That looks more like that, in my opinion. I mean,
kind of like the roping in a way.
See, here, here in Canada, some people will call it the Firebird. Some other people will consider say that it's the Thunderbird, and other people will call them simply the gods, the servants of God. I heard that I heard that on the not far from Buffalo, on the res there, and they were calling them the servants of God.
Well, yeah, I mean that's fitting because they believe that the Thunderbird brought some of the tribes to their sacred lands, so that does make sense.
So yeah, so like you said, there's different names for the thing, and also the color of the bird differs on the region where they talk about it.
That looks more like a big vulture to me.
Like I was saying before, on my side here in Canada, on the res, they say the Thunderbird is more a color of like a raven, like a black purple.
Right.
And on the Buffalo side, they're talking about a bluish.
Yeah, I mean that's what they say here in Arizona too, that they can range from bluish black to bluish purple to like jet black. So I think what that stems from is like black does give off different colors depending on the light that hits it, and I think different people are different lights.
So a lot of these
basic color that they're talking about is black. There's black, but like you're saying, right? It depends on the angle of the sun, of the way it's moving, and people seeing it also. Like you said, the sun will.
I see a bunch of these totems everywhere. I didn't realize that they were like Thunderbird thing, but I see them all.
There's totems that have Bigfoot faces on them too.
Yeah.
Yes, man. Come on.
If you want, Matt, I know you are dealing with that teeth and all that pain, but if you want to, I sent you the link on text. I texted you the link, Matthew.
Wait, what happened to Matt? Matt, you okay, dude?
He
had go to the dentist today,
and he got some teeth pulled out and stuff like that. So he was supposed to be with us on panel also, but yeah. So that's why we're telling him.
Poor Matt.
He wants to come up, yeah, but.
I hope you feel better soon, Matt. That sucks, bro.
It does.
Turning for a second and Dogman's dead body.
What about Dogman bodies?
I don't know. He's saying I'll drink for a second and Dogman bodies oak.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe he'll explain when he gets up here then.
Yeah. So put that the picture you were showing, Nubsy.
Hey guys.
There he is.
Brother.
Hey, bro.
I was gonna say it's hard for me to type right now, but it's like the Hawaiians. The Hawaiians believe that their Thunderbird lives in the volcanoes and is like the phoenix. Like,
right.
there's all from Texas all the way up the west coast into Alaska and some parts of Canada and all the way down in through Mexico and Central America. I mean, they even have Thunderbirds, you know.
Yes, they do.
Even Thunderbirds have even been seen in the Filipino islands. It's not just Native American, just like Sasquatch, just like a lot of other cryptids. They
Oh,
were
hell, even the
roaming us,
Japanese have seen Thunderbirds.
right?
I was saying that at the beginning. There's also Japan, China, Russia, New Zealand, and places like that they did have some sites of the Thunderbird. So.
Yeah, the Japanese call it akadoku.
Yeah.
Right.
See, I can't wait until we talk about the Congo Monto. Yeah.
The what? Congo Monto?
Congo Monto, it's a African African cryptid. Like it's
The
like a
African
pterodactyl.
brontosaurus.
Yeah, like
It-
Mokale Membe.
Yeah, it's the African version of it.
Yep.
Pretty much. That's
got
pretty
me
much
interested.
exact.
The thing
I'm trying
with
to get-
cryptids is we base 90% of our cryptid beliefs and the cryptid that's our cryptid in America, even though the rest of the world had humans on it way before America even did. I mean,
True enough.
But the thing I like to say to a lot of people is, if the humans could have traveled around the world back in the days, what was stopping the cryptids to do the same?
right.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, there were
So-
land bridges back in the day. So
No,
we're
we
saying, example, we're saying, Bigfoot and stuff like that. That's an example. I'm not saying I'm not, but we're saying it's our Bigfoot and stuff like that. But there's actually Sasquatch. There's actually, and don't forget, if you leave, let's say you leave a hot tropical destination, let's say Latin America, the jungles and stuff like that, and you come up north, you migrate up north because of food or for the deforestation is pushing you further up. You're moving north, so the temperature is changing. Your body's going to adapt to the new temperature.
go as simple as just our neighbors below. I mean, Central America, South America. Look at their hieroglyphics with thousands upon thousands. I mean, even the ancient Mayans and the Incas and everything, they even show pictures of them riding stegosauruses.
that's
I
true.
mean,
That's funny shit.
yeah. I mean, they literally show two Aztec warriors riding pterodactyls. Like it was like,
There's
like they were.
There's also drawings in Africa, a sort of the pyramid in Africa where you do have those hieroglyphs also of African soldiers riding dinosaurs to war.
Yeah, Queen Nefertiti when she saw King David for the first time, she gifted him a saber-toothed tiger kitten. So
Sexy.
yeah. I mean,
Hell, even Genghis Khan ran into the Yeti, so
yeah.
Well, when a Targaryen has a baby, they gift them dragon. Oh, hang on, that's a show. Sorry, I'm going Game of Thrones.
I mean,
Sorry, guys.
technically Technically, there was dragons in the Persian deserts and everything.
Oh hell,
Oh, that's where the
dragons are
Targaryens are
real,
from.
man.
There's
Yeah.
actually
Look at
there's
Komodo
actually-
dragons, bro.
Yeah.
Komodo dragons are real life dragons. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, just because they can't spit
Those
fire or
things are
anything
savage
doesn't.
as hell, man. Those are definitely
They
dragons.
are.
they
A Komodo dragon will sniff down a female up to 30 miles away when she's on her menstrual time. So, and hunt her.
You would know this fact, Matt. You would know
If you ever
that
seen a
fact.
Komodo dragon,
Yes, I would know that.
hey man, if you ever see a Komodo dragon eat a goat, dude, I'm telling you, you watch a Komodo dragon eat a goat or something, you're gonna be like, damn, monsters.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
there
I've
were
heard people
actually desert dragons that walked on four legs and spit fire.
They're called worms.
Look at the
aren't they?
No, look at the Persian. Look at the ancient Babylonian text, the Babylonian hieroglyphs. It will show that they traveled in packs.
There's actually
Yeah.
talking in the deserts with the Maghrebs. There's actually talking that there's still stuff out in the desert that they describe as dragons. So
Yeah, the Mongolians still believe in the basilisk. So
mhm.
Hey, we got Gary. I ain't seen you in a minute, Gary. What's up, buddy?
But the thing is the Native Americans kept all of their cryptids and everything secrets from the white man, because when white men first came, they had monuments to cryptids. In Georgia, they had a monument to Sawtooth, a gigantic gigantic river serpent that flowed through the Tennessee and Georgia rivers and everything. The natives sacrificed a virgin female to it to keep the flood waters down.
I'm a virgin.
No, but I'm saying they had a huge, almost like 30-mile long depiction of this creature. And when white men came, what did they do? They thought it was a picture of Satan, so they destroyed it. Then all of Florida first flooded out for the first like 20 years. So, but that's why the Native Americans kept their tongues quiet, is because they didn't want the white man and their bastard religion destroying everything that they had.
Yeah,
That's true. Very true.
And we think we're the gods of cryptid creatures because we're in fucking America. But that's bullshit, because
Matt's getting fired up now when he's dropping profanity.
yeah. I love you, Ryan. You see, me and Ryan, like, Ryan's the good.
Rough,
Ryan's the good boy cryptid hunter. You know, me, I'm the one that will, tell you to shut the fuck up and listen.
And Matt, before when I said we do have an expert now on panel, was not an insult to you because Ryan was on panel, you were in chat. I just wanted to put it out there. You know you're an expert.
No,
but
no, Ryan is the expert out of me and him. Ryan does his shit. Ryan does his shit. Me, I've did my shit and I'm done with it.
Ryan, I thought you was the dog bag guy.
Ryan is the dog man guy.
am.
He is everything.
Yeah, man. I
Ryan
don't study
always-
just one cryptid name.
That's true.
That's how
I've
it's
never
supposed to
just
be.
included myself in one.
right.
Yeah, I mean, like you
can't
have all those
just-
other podcasters that talk about nothing but Dogman. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Dogman's boring to me. Believe it or not, dude, I'm burned out on Dogman. Even though I saw one myself, I'm legit burned out on it because that's all you hear about is Dogman.
Like how I am about Sasquatch.
So
Ooh.
I
Okay,
hate fucking talking about Sasquatch. I hate it.
Bigfoot is overrated. That's everything that everybody talks about. Bigfoot this,
No.
Bigfoot that.
No, it's just the American Bigfoot I hate.
Yeah.
It's the American Bigfoot that I'm sick of. Like, why don't we talk about the Onga
no, I get you, Matt, because you hear about how like they're Nephilim.
Yeah.
I have a question for Matt or Ryan, or both of them. Okay. Here I'm going.
Fire away.
Back here in Quebec, we do speak French and stuff like that. Hi, crazy girl. So, I'm doing a collaboration with teams in France and stuff like that. We do talk about paranormal and stuff, and they asked me if I do new people that do cryptid. They would like to some people to come and talk on that show. Obviously, it's a French show, so I would do the interview in English and translate in French. Would that be something that would be that you would come up to do with me?
Yeah. I would.
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude.
I'm speaking French. I might have to freaking get some extra underwear on for that.
All right. So I'll get back to you because it's gonna be like around after Christmas. That's the thing on cryptids. So I'll come back to you guys. But thank you so much to be part of that. And obviously, people
My
people
pleasure,
are going
bro.
to follow you, but they're from France. Some do speak English, but a lot of them do speak French. So what we'll do is they'll ask me questions in French. I'll give them in English to you and translate your answer after that.
Okay.
Sounds good, brother.
All right, just don't tell my mom, man. If my mom finds out I can't speak French, my mom's gonna kill me, man. Don't ever tell my mom.
I was about to say that you're supposed to have a little some French, man.
I'm supposed to, man, but I was negligent growing up, man. I didn't pay attention to shit. I was like, I don't need to learn that.
See, I could twist that around. I do speak like I said, English, French, but my Italian sucks like real bad. Last time I spoke to my family in the country, they told me to stick to English.
Right.
So,
at least you know some Italian, dude. The only kind of Italian I know is like pasta names. That's my limit right there.
Rigatoni.
Yeah, but if my grandma would
Calzone.
she would whoop my butt. Seriously, I'm lacking on that department. But yeah, anyway, so
I don't have fingers, Gary.
But yeah, you'll see. It's gonna be cool.
I'm supposed to know Scottish, but I don't. So whatever. I stayed with Cherokee. So whatever. I know, right?
That's another thing. I started learning Cherokee, and everything I learned went to the basket because I do not remember shit fuck off now.
I can barely
I know. I speak Cherokee, but I speak traditional Cherokee. No,
that's the one I was learning, not the one they speak down in Arizona and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the real Cherokee.
God.
The ghetto-ese.
Well, mostly here in Arizona.
Yeah,
here in Arizona, though, it's mostly Navajo.
Slang, like
right.
Cherokee. They call it the person that was telling me showing me how to speak Cherokee and how to write it, told me that what they use is a slang Cherokee.
Well, what they use now is what was called, it's called field talk. Like when you're out by
Yep.
yourself and everything, and it's quicker, it's easier. You don't have to speak 78 different syllables. You know, you can only speak 3 or 4, and you're good. You know,
Okay.
it's easier, and it's quicker. You know, when you hear the elder Cherokee talk, you will go to sleep because it's like listening to the Lord of the Rings. You know, so
I heard that.
it is.
I haven't been. See, I go to Cherokee, North Carolina every now and then and all that because I got family out that way. So I go
Yeah.
see them on the reservation.
Bro.
But next time I go, I definitely need to talk to them about cryptids because I know, like, especially like Wendigos.
Good luck on that.
Yeah.
Oh, good
No,
luck
Good
on
luck.
that, dude.
Well, obviously,
Nubs,
it's
I'm
your
gonna warn
family.
you right now. I'm gonna warn you right now, though, Nubs. Do not, I repeat, do not approach them about the Wendigo
Not a good
Right.
because
idea.
they will not
Yeah.
take kindly to that now.
Yeah. Well,
Especially with you and your color too.
Hey, I'm half
Yep.
Cherokee.
It doesn't
yeah, but hold
fucking
on,
matter.
hold
You're a
on,
mutt.
Nothing,
I'm a mutt.
it has nothing to do that you're
You're
half Cherokee
what the
or
Navajo
this.
or the Dene would call it.
You're-
I didn't Ine. You're a white boy.
Mhm.
I
Yep.
want to be a white boy.
You're not part of the res. Okay,
I
No.
don't
that's
want to be a
your,
white boy.
you're not part of the res. So even if you go there and you do have family, you're not part of the res.
I've got the high cheekbones. I've got the
No.
round
So
button nose and
talk
everything.
about cryptids, I would say you're playing with hot fire. Just saying.
Yeah.
I'll just talk to my uncle. He ain't gonna say
The
nothing. I'll just talk
only
to him.
the only reason why I know as much as I know is because my father was my grandfather was a medicine man, and he knew what he was dealing with.
There you
So
That's the only
I
reason.
know you said your
Yep.
story in the chat of the Thunderbird, but would you mind explaining what you saw that night? What was it, by the way?
It
Was it
was
like
during it was during the day when I was I just turned 8.5. I think, yeah, I was almost 8.5. I was out in a small river and everything. I was bathing in the water because we didn't have running water. It was the middle of summer. I was by myself, and all of a sudden you see this gigantic shadow, and you hear the wings before you see the shadow, and all of a sudden this huge shadow just slowly glides over me and stays in one spot over me, covers the whole entire trees, the whole entire area. And when shade comes around, it doesn't drop the heat or anything, but when that shadow was over, it dropped the temperature probably about 10 degrees. It was cold. It felt like death itself that was over me. My grandfather took off running and everything, and he stood over me with his Winchester and shot about 5 to 6 shots up in the air and was saying, Inayos el isina ikes, which means, get out of here, you demon beast, you will not take this child. And after he shot the last shot and everything, it took a gigantic circle that took it probably about 5 minutes, and it went backwards the way it came and disappeared. Like it didn't like evaporate. It just like slowly slowly. I guess the bird flew up higher and higher to where the shadow just disappeared. It flew up higher away from, I guess, the rays of the sun, but it just disappeared after that. But I had diabetes at that time. That's when I first came down with diabetes, around that time. So it was probably coming to take me away because I was sick. That's why you don't hear stories of many children of the past and everything having sicknesses, is because the Thunderbirds either took them away or they took away the bad children that didn't listen, didn't stay true to traditions. And if they were alone, they were taken and carried off and eaten.
Yeah, that's very
Nobody
similar.
knows what. Huh? Do what,
That's
brother?
really similar to the Zuni Claw.
Yeah.
I heard of that one too.
I mean,
We got Cassie.
the Cherokee.
Hi, Cassie.
What's up, Cassie, sis?
Get up here, Cassie.
In the Cherokee, we looked at them as purgers. They were the ones that if somebody was sick or somebody that could not be healed, you didn't see many people that were in their youth or in their middle ages with sicknesses, because sicknesses were just not rampant at that time with the Native Americans. So they were kind of like the purgers of the sickness, so it didn't spread. That's why they were feared and respected. And
Right.
the fear is on the same level as respect, And
Yeah. See, so technically, if you think about it, the Thunderbird is probably one of the most underrated cryptids.
No, they're
In
not.
white
They're
man
not.
view.
Yeah, they're
I was
not
gonna say,
under. Oh, go
I
ahead.
don't want to
Mark.
sound ignorant, but would we class them as a cryptid?
Yeah.
Yes and no.
Yeah. They're both on living, breathing creatures, but at certain times of the year. Like they're not creatures that just roam around. You have to take the body size of that creature. You have to take how long it would take them and a strong enough gust of wind to lift them up anymore. Like condors, condors that have a 8 to 10 foot wingspread, they can't lift themselves off the ground. They have to be in high cliff face to get, and not every breeze can lift them. So they have to only fly when that. Yes, that is true.
I'll give him the medal. I'll give him the Medal of Honor for taking all the cryptids, putting warm mayonnaise on them, and eating the hell out.
Come to Matthew's Mystery Chews.
Oh man.
But no, but the thing is that it's one thing that we don't. I'm a realist on cryptids. That's why we don't see cryptids roaming as freely as we did 2,000 to 3,000 years ago, because everything's different now.
Would you be willing to roam around with the humans we have presently on this planet? Obviously, you're gonna hide.
Good point.
Man,
Exactly.
seriously.
Oh,
And
that is true.
When I say humans, I include myself. Sometimes I do stupid stuff, and I'm going like,
Well,
really,
I mean,
Dom?
that's a human. We all
And-
do stuff that we
but
regret.
the way we treat animals, the way we treat the plants, the ground,
there's
The way
no
we treat
and stuff
ourselves.
like
The whole
that.
entire planet, mate.
there's no difference between humans today than it was 200 years ago when Europe had big game hunters that were doing anything and everything to put a unknown gigantic beast in their game lobby. Like, you know, they literally
There's a
in
difference,
Europe
Matt.
they huh?
We smell better.
Do what?
We smell better nowadays. Well,
Do we?
smell better.
Do we
And-
though, Ryan?
Some
And
of us.
we massacre and kill
Yeah.
faster than we
Yeah.
ever did. You
Well,
know,
That's
I've-
true.
that's the age change. We're faster and we have bigger equipment and we take over more land and
No,
we-
you know,
I mean
rebuild
there was
have-
there was one big game hunter, Sir what was his name? Jeremiah Genevin, the one that created the huge freaking rifle that literally you had to have somebody else on the open barrel end, and he was literally dropping almost 70 elephants a day by himself.
Oh, the
Like-
elephant gun. Ain't that what they call it?
No, it was something more powerful than an elephant gun. Like,
Yeah,
you literally had to have another human being holding up the other end.
It was
Like-
See, that
it
just
was a
hurts my
company.
heart.
The company was GRALIN,
Yeah. Like,
or French, because he was a French guy. His name was
Yeah.
GRALIN.
that's
What do y'all
it.
think about this question?
And those
Yeah.
those guns, they were like
It was like
very
a
powerful,
tank cannon. It was
and
like
you-
a
They were more powerful than M50.
yeah.
What do y'all think about this question? Do you think cryptids may be the cause for some missing people? That's a really good question.
No.
Good question.
I mean,
It is a good
yes,
question, though.
maybe, yes, but 90% of the missing people is because they're stupid. They are literally stupid.
I love Matt.
I was about
What?
to say that a lot of people get lost while not doing their things properly, not doing their research on the terrain they're going, and they go out to go and find cryptids and stuff like that, and will get lost in the fucking desert. So,
Most 90% of people can walk into a wilderness and get what's called forest delusions, and they can walk
I'm innocent, Gary.
they can literally walk 10 feet into the wilderness, turn around, and not know where the fuck they are. And literally the trail is right in front of them and they cannot find it. So what do? They turn back around, or they go west, or they go left instead of going right, or they turn around and they just stop. It's human error that gets 90% of people lost. You really think
Korea.
a Sasquatch or a chupacabra or anything really wants fucking Matthew to take care of or anything?
I want
No.
Matthew to take care of me.
You really think a Sasquatch wants your stinky, whiny, bitch ass to take care of?
Well, hold on,
No.
though, Matt.
Yeah.
Hold on, though. Hold on. There is historical precedence, though. I mean, if you want to get really technical about the missing people, some of them could be the work of cryptids. Not all of them. Some of them, though. Because if you look at Algonquin
I
lore,
was going to ask.
the
Yeah, what about
Algonquins
ones
talk
that
about the
actually knew where
Genoa
they were going?
and Genoa
Yeah, but the Genoa
Right.
was hunting those
Another
humans.
problem is top
Right.
I love you, Shire.
Well, Well, still, I mean,
Like I said, I've seen a lot of
they're
stories.
still out there though, man, and you gotta.
Yeah, but they're not vast numbers like they
Right,
were.
but they're still out there and everything. But there's topography as well. People.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
But
there's
when people go to the Appalachian Trail, they don't actually know that there's sudden drop-offs. There's places in the Appalachian Trail where like it looks like a normal trail, but it's covered by shrubs, and when you go a certain distance, you fall right off a cliff.
Yep, I've seen it.
So that's probably a big part of it, where these people that are newbies, they go out to the woods, they go out to the mountains, not knowing what to do, and they take.
I was going to say, do you think it's partially that sort of thing, and partially maybe animal attacks? They just haven't been found,
right?
Because I've seen an awful lot of stories on people who are experienced hikers in your areas. You know, over there, they go. It's a regular place. They go, blah 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 blah, and they've disappeared and never to be found again, sort of thing. They're the ones that actually make me wonder more than just your average Tom, Dick, or Harry going for a hike and not knowing the area. But the ones who aren't, you know, who do know the area.
They're kind of like advising against hiking here in Sierra Vista.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Sierra Vista is a fucking
they're limiting hiking right now.
Yeah, Sierra Vista is a graveyard because people underrate it.
Well, a lot of people like Ryan saying.
Well, they spotted a jaguar here, so.
A lot of people will go out to places without knowing what they're going to face. You know, some places you need to climb, some places you need to, go down. So ropes and stuff. Some people will go there with sandals and shorts.
Right.
Okay.
There's experienced hikers.
That's pretty cool. Your Oakleys, your sandal, that Nike sandals, and your Nike shorts are pretty cool at the beach. You know. You're going hiking, you're going in the forest, you're going in mountains, you're going in deserts. Be prepared. Matt always tells a lot of people, be prepared for the place you're going to.
Yes.
You're going to the desert, be prepared for the worst. Always
be prepared for the worst.
Even if you know the place you're going, be prepared for the worst. What's the worst can happen to me in this place? Oh, this is this, so I need this.
Because even it goes with the same thing as anything else. There is no master against nature. There is none, because nature can change in a moment's notice. It doesn't matter. It could be 120 degrees in Arizona, and at night it drops down to -50, and you freeze to death that night because you're in shorts or whatever.
I'll give you an example. I got that to a good example last March. I left here, Canada. It was still snowing and stuff, so I had all my winter stuff. I started driving to California and got to, I think, Nebraska. I had to be in shorts. I was dying in my car. I had the AC running. I got to Colorado and I had to put 2 pairs of the pants. The thing, I was stuck in the ice storm. It was nuts. So just that I'm driving. I'm in my car. You know, I'm protected a little bit, but it's still fucking freezing and stuff like that. So imagine people that go, let's say, into a region whatsoever, mountain forest. Let's say together. A small mountain with a forest inside. You're looking for something. You're looking for cryptids. You heard paranormal stories about that. You go up there with your sandals, and you get stuck. You get lost in the woods. You're stuck with your Nike sandals, your shorts, and you had nothing. That's fucking dangerous.
And that's why.
And you're gonna freak out, and you're gonna try to find your way, and you're gonna get lost. Nighttime, you don't have enough vision. You're gonna fall off the cliff, kill yourself, and the time that it takes to find you, you're gonna be skeletons or bones, or even worse, a puma, a bear, it's gonna take your the body and eat the whatever's there. So
Right.
I was going to say that reminds me of one I just watched recently, actually, and they knew where they were going. They were used to it, or one was particularly, but they weren't going to be long. So he just grabbed like his 2 little bottles of water out of the car because they weren't going to go for long, except somehow they got lost.
Yep.
And it turned into days. It turned into delusions. Like they were discovered, unfortunately, not far from their vehicle.
Yeah.
They got turned around. And I thought, now, see, there's a prime example of he knew the area. One guy, he was taking his other guy and just went, oh, no, I know where I'm going. I don't need too much. We're only going to be gone an hour or two. And it was somewhere in the US, and it went into a deserty type section, you know, a more arid type section. And he got himself all turned around somehow. And when they found them, it was such a shame. One had passed. He was absolutely delusional. And the other
Just
one was
3
dead.
days without water, and it's the worst death.
They were gone for like, they discovered them on the 6th day or something. They, you know, tried to look for them, but yeah. So, and I thought, now see, that one was experienced.
Yep.
And he still thought, nah, we're not going to be too long. I won't take any more water.
That's why even animals that know a territory, like it's the back of their, you know, literally the back of their paw, you know, they have more enhanced sense and smell and taste, and they know where they're going, and they still get lost. They still get lost from their pack. They still get lost from everything. And that's why I say that cryptids are always migrational creatures. They do not stay in the same place longer than at least 2 days, because they don't know what's going to ever happen in that 2 days. So they're never going to stay there. And you get all these reports of, oh, there's 500 Sasquatch in my backyard in Canada. And that's fucking bullshit, because there's not enough wild animals for that.
Started out that.
But Shire.
Hey, Ryan, remember that that woman that came and told you that there was a 30-foot tall dog man chasing after her?
A what?
Oh, cripes.
Tell
yeah,
it, Ryan.
Hold on.
Tell it.
Yes, please tell this story.
Okay. All right. So a couple of years back when I first met Matt, I was hosting a different show. And this lady contacted me on Facebook, and she wanted me to do a Facebook call. Right? She said she had a dogman encounter. I'm like, oh, okay, this is great.
Yeah.
She starts telling me about her encounter, and before I know it, it's like she's telling me about a Godzilla movie. This thing's 30 feet tall, right? It leaves footprints that are the size of a Mack truck. And I'm sitting there going, are you serious? I can only express puzzlement. I have no idea how to respond to this. But
yeah.
She was serious. She's telling me, oh, it knocks down the trees when it moves. It eats moose chicken nuggets. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Good day.
I'm going to phase out of your story now because I lost a few brain cells listening to you tell me this.
But isn't the chupacabra, don't some people consider like the chupacabra like an alien type?
Yes. Sadly, yes.
See, I've heard that. I've heard
we're actually pronouncing that
alien, and I also heard chupacabra being what is it? Reptilian.
Hold on, listen to Ryan real quick.
Well,
sorry, Ryan.
the original sighting. The original sighting of the chupacabra, the El Chupacabra, when they first saw it, the woman who glimpsed it had just finished watching the movie Species. And if you look at her description of the El Chupacabra and you look at Species, there's a very, very big similarity.
Yeah, but she was the one that was from Cuba, though. She was in Cuba, though, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why there's the two different ones. But
Yeah.
if you,
I mean, people will tell you, "Oh, I saw El Chupacabra." It's like, no, you didn't.
but there was also a
Chupacabra
sighting of
in South America.
right. There was one that was here in Texas that was sighted, and it was the exact same person that
Mhm.
came from Jersey. And guess what was going on at that exact
Mhm.
same time? The Jersey Devil.
Mm.
When
Yep.
when that guy came out here and saw the exact same thing, he started spouting off the images of the exact same Jersey Devil that he was hearing about in New Jersey. So
Mhm. Yeah, people get
it
influenced by TV and movies very easily.
A
Yes.
lot, a lot.
Yes, they do. It's crazy.
but my encounter with it
Yep. I mean,
was completely different. The goat farm that I went to,
Is that
the
when you had
goat,
your YouTube shut down for a little while?
yes, when I was out there doing my investigation and everything.
I remember that.
But we went to a DEA goat farm, and it was in Lobo, Texas, and the goat was alive. It was running and bawing, and I used my gut knife and I gutted open, ran my rubber glove inside of it. Not a drop of blood was on that creature, but its heart was beating, its lungs were pumping, everything. It died probably about maybe 10 to 15 minutes after we got there. But when I flipped over the skin on its underside, there was about 8 marks that looked like octopus suction cups that latched onto underneath it. And when I put my 2 fingers into its neck and I pulled out my 2 fingers, there was no blood on it whatsoever. And when I put my fingers in, it went all the way to my knuckle. That was how deep the puncture holes were in the neck. And it looked like it was just traumatized, living the exact same dream over and over again, like it was just running for its life.
Well, it was probably running because of the nerves. It often happens to fish. When you take a fish and you cut the fish will still be bopping and trying to escape. So could that be one of the reasons? I'm asking as a question. Could that be
Yeah,
one of the reasons, the nerves that the goat was actually up, running, and bumping?
it should have, but it was laying on its side, stuck on its ground, and it was a Nigerian goat. And Nigerian goats are the goats that if you scare it, it just falls over and doesn't move at all. So it would somehow bypass the Nigerian goat, like freeze up, and it was still running, like it was just trapped in a dream. But yes, if it was a normal goat, yes, it would have triggered that to have that same PTSD where it would just continuously run and spot. But the thing is it looked like something fell out of the tree onto its back and latched onto it while it was sucking it dry. And the videos and everything that we got, we ran a thermal imaging of the probably about maybe 10 acres out from where the farm was and everything. We had thermal imaging cameras set up, and about 11:30 that night, we saw a creature that was hunched over, kind of like a gargoyle, and it looked like Smeagol, from Lord of the Rings, and but not where its legs and its teeth was up in its chest, and it had extended out legs, arms, and it was walking around this gigantic oak tree about 30 times. Then it would stop halfway, look around, sniff the air, And when it turned around, it had a slit in its mouth going from where its nose would be to the bottom of its chin, and a tongue coming straight out of it. And then it would turn around and walk the opposite direction around that tree about 30 times. And then it crawled up into the tree and jumped from limb to limb of the trees. And that was all that we saw of this creature.
Spooky.
Is the
Yeah.
Paratech a nap with an American word bang knackering up paranormal understanding when American mythical creatures being claimed to be in the UK?
Wait, hold on. Well, let me reread. Is the Paratech and apps with an American word bank knackering up paranormal understanding when the American mythical creatures being claimed to be in the UK. See, that's the thing. Paratech and a lot of apps and everything, they are preset with, yes, a lot of American slang, because American slang is understood all over the world pretty much.
Yeah.
For the people that's using the app, not for quote unquote the spirits that are talking through it. Even though in the UK and everything, there is Sasquatch like creatures, there is Bigfoot like creatures in the UK, there's Bigfoot creatures in, you know, in Norway, in Sweden, in Germany, all the way, you know, all the way to New Zealand. There, even in Australia.
You want to hear an unpopular opinion, Matt?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I take great umbrage with Bigfoot being in the UK, and here's why. A lot of the forests in the UK are not natural. Okay, they're man-made.
Right.
So why would something like Bigfoot or even a dogman reside in a man-made forest? They wouldn't. Okay, it would have to be natural for them to be attracted to it, and it's not that big.
Yes.
There's no natural predators in the UK. Okay,
There's
we don't
still
have
a
anything
lot
like
of
it.
old
There's no
forests
big
in
cats or bears.
Yeah, there's some
There's still a lot of
ancient
UK forests that are old, very old, not just
Yeah.
man-made. There's still plenty.
not
Right.
like around
Right. But
the
they're
major cities like London and stuff. They're on
No,
the
they're about
outskirts.
right.
Yeah. I mean, but even you have to admit, Ryan, that Egypt had dogman like figures, you know, even in their mythos, you know,
Oh,
Anubis and stuff like that.
That's true.
That wasn't
But-
just a mythos, though, because there's a city in Egypt called the City of Werewolves. So,
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I know. But you know
Whippawet is
me.
supposed to be the City of Wolves.
Yes, but you know me though.
There's also
Ryan.
isn't Iraq called the City of Wolf also?
Yes, there's also a City of
I'm not
Wolves in Rome. There's a City of Wolves.
Well, in Rome there was a full legend called the Wolfman's.
Yeah. I mean,
And I'll say something Maddie will probably cringe at now.
Yes.
And don't forget, there's a section of the cryptid community who, you know, are of the belief that it has possibly to do with dimensions and travel.
I know.
I was actually about to bring.
Don't even. Don't you even. Don't even. That is the one thing. Like, I love you too, Vodkisses. If I see Bigfoot whipping open a void to being able to go to, you know, he's chilling in North Dakota today and whipping open a void and appearing, you know, in Thailand tomorrow, you know.
He's just going on vacation.
Yeah,
Like,
that's it.
I mean, I do
I'm
believe.
not teasing, but I mean, there are a lot of different ideas and beliefs and theories and things out there.
I've heard something like that with the Loch Ness, like having like portal down there in the water. And,
There ain't no damn portals.
Listen. No, I heard something about
Trying to light a
portal
fire in their
in
mouth
the water and all these like cryptid sea animals.
There is massive tunnels leading from Loch Ness into the ocean. Yes,
There could be.
but there is no fucking portal that old Nessie's just opening up her mouth and just like summoning a portal to the gateway to hell and just like swimming through it.
People, Maddie.
Damn.
Come on.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Hold on.
When it comes to
I have a question for you, Matt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're talking about tunnels.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Isn't a tunnel considered a portal?
Or a gateway, yes. But
Way to hell.
Oh, now you're arguing semantics.
No,
Hey.
I'm just saying.
I can.
You have to. We don't have the definite answer on nothing. Even if we do research, go out on the field, investigate. You as cryptics, us as paranormal investigators, we do not have all the answers. So I'm just,
even a dry cave underneath a lake or a river or anything, if you have to swim under it and you can open up and there's an open passageway there, it is called a gateway. It is called a passage. It is called a portal.
The government, or American government, or if you want the military, has always been fascinated by portals.
Yeah.
Yes.
Take in 1947, the Philadelphia experiments. They were trying to transport from one destination to the other one.
But they were trying to do it through the sound barrier way. They were
but I'm just
I
trying
know.
to open the
I
door
know.
a little bit. That
But I'm talking about like
I'm not saying I'm completely down with that, but you have to stay open to options.
Even the Native Americans say that there is a portal, like it's called the wave of life. It's the ley lines. The ley lines are supposed to allow the purest souls be able to travel back and forth into another world, the mirror world, which a lot of medicine men and everything have claimed to be that way, where natural
some say they instead of like the blind, some are talking about dimensions. They're able to travel between dimensions from one to the other. There's stories around on natives being able to do that.
Yeah. Just like there's supposed to be ley line pattern caverns in the Grand Canyon. Like they supposedly found Egyptian artifacts and yeah. Yeah, there's a difference between
when
what
Native Americans talk about when they talk about traveling into other dimensions. It's what we call dream walking. It's not their physical bodies that are doing it; it's their spirit, their soul.
I was
over
looking for that word. Thank you, Ryan. Dream walking. So thank you. Yeah.
But there is. There is passageways.
I love this guy. He brings so much knowledge to the. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why me and Ryan. That's why I love Ryan. But because Ryan's the one that will calm me down.
Yeah, wise ass know it all.
Yeah.
Not tonight, man. I like seeing that fire lit under your ass, man. I'm enjoying it.
And
Eh,
if anyone's going to poke the bear, it'll be his Aussie sis because she just
yes, because I want because I love you, sis.
Vodka's a
It's the same. It's the same thing with people, and I know Ryan's even had brain twinges from this. Also, like people claiming that Bigfoot is an alien, that people see UFOs when they see Bigfoot, or
Hey, who says they're not checking him out too? Like
I mean,
they might be staring down, going, "Hang on a minute, there's a really hairy, tall one. We haven't seen one like that before.
Hey,
We got to prove it. We got to prove it."
Imagine that.
What is really Chewbacca?
Chewbacca.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
that was what's his name's. That was what.
Bigfoot.
Yeah, there was a whole planet of them, and they all carry bow blasters and rip people's arms off. Yeah, don't ever play them in battle chess.
Start the Star Wars talk.
Yes, but the thing is people that don't have a grasp on reality grab at everything else to try to strengthen their
I
claim.
don't know whether I'd quite say that, brother. But they have very vivid imaginations.
Oh
Really
yeah,
vivid
I mean,
thought processes. I mean, they could
So,
be just as.
Hang on a second,
normal
though,
as
since
you
we
and me.
mentioned Chewbacca.
Yeah.
All
Sorry,
right, so
made me laugh
here's
hard
the
after
thing.
that one.
There's a lot of people that will go and tell you. People will tell you, "Oh, Chewbacca was inspired by Bigfoot." No, not true. Not true at all. Chewbacca was inspired by George
Bigfoot
Lucas's
was
dog.
inspired by
It was his
Chewbacca.
dog's name, Chewie.
yeah.
And that's why he created
So
Chewbacca.
technically,
Bigfoot was
Actually,
inspired by
the
Chewbacca, yes,
Ewoks-
exactly. Yeah, so
the
Bigfoot never
Ewoks
inspired
were
George
actually-
Lucas to
The Ewoks were actually they were made to be like Sasquatch because they were cannibals. They literally, on the Battle of Endor and everything, they ate the stormtroopers that they killed, and they had a huge banquet at the end and made Luke Skywalker and Han Solo and Princess Leia all eat human flesh. They made them eat the stormtroopers that they cooked.
Is that
And
true?
Here's some trivia
Yeah.
for you, though, Matt. Ewoks.
Yeah.
The Ewoks were a last-minute addition. Originally, in George Lucas's original script for Return of the Jedi, that was supposed to take place on Kashyyyk,
Yep,
the Wookiee
it
home,
was.
but they didn't have enough budget to create all those Wookiee costumes, so they had to cut them down to size. And they created
Yep.
Ewoks.
But
Yep.
if you think about it, Chewbacca, he's not like freaking Bigfoot. He's like the dog man. Think about it.
No,
He's
he's
kidding. I'm
he's a
kidding. I'm
canine.
trying to get that
Wookiees are
fired
more
up.
canine.
I mean,
Trying to get
if you actually think about it, what was that pod racer from episode 1? The one that walked around on
Sebulba.
the boba, and the evil pod racer. Yeah, he had the suction cup fingers and everything, kind of like a chupacabra would have. I mean, technically.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's not.
I am a geek, and it shows.
Yes. That's why I love you, Ron.
We're all
But-
nerds.
Why does that not surprise me, Chuckles? Honestly,
Actually, if you didn't know, there was an actual dogman in the bar scene of the first Star Wars, where where Luke Skywalker and
Boston.
Obi-Wan, huh? No, he had yellow eyes that
That was a
glue and
Bothan.
everything. Well, but they're still
Yeah, he's a
dogs.
Bothan.
Yeah, but they're very xenophobic. Like they hate other races, like Dogman kind of do.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Because if you look at Dogman lore and everything, Dogmen will fight other cryptids for their territory.
True.
Crap,
True.
guys. We had
All right,
somebody that
ladies
hadn't
and
been on
germs, I gotta jump
Okay.
on down.
Yeah,
What is
I got to
up?
get off here too. My whole entire mouth is killing me.
Good day. It's been a while, man.
Yeah, it has, Nubs, my man.
Yeah, I gotta go
What's
to work
up?
tomorrow, so
Say Nick.
All right,
well,
thank you. Thank you,
Take
guys.
care, Ryan, brother. I love you, man.
Yeah,
Thank
love
for
you,
coming,
Ryan, brother.
Ryan, and
take
sharing
it easy,
your
everybody.
knowledge with us. Take care.
See you, Ryan. Good to see you,
Take
mate.
care, brother.
Take it easy.
All right, I love y'all, family. My mouth is bleeding, so I love
Yeah,
y'all.
we'll get better, Matthew.
Love you. Well, go take
All
care
right.
of yourself. Get some rest.
Yeah,
Take care, bro.
bye, family. I love y'all.
Love you.
So, Angel, what's been up, dude? It's been a minute, buddy.
Just been going through obstacles, up, down, all around. Been going through the good, the bad, and the ugly. There. Just been a whole lot going on this year.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a year for a lot of people, I think. I don't know what it is with this year, but just seems to have gone to hell in a handbag, really.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Let's say move on. Let's move on. Let's be positive, and yeah, let's see. Like we say, let's see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Hang on, Marianne. I just
Oh
read
my
that. You read my thought when I was watching Star Wars a long time ago. Darth Vader looks like a big black dude. I love it.
Good night, Triple X.
I can see it.
Jesus.
No worries, Maddie. You take care of that mouth.
I can see. Yeah, Matt, you need to get that.
Night, Triple X.
So, Angel, are you still doing your channel at all?
As of right now, for my safety reasons, I don't have any type of channel up right now. I mean, not to say that I don't have one. Essentially, if you know how to hide a YouTube channel, I essentially am doing that. Because last month, a group of trolls started to come at me there, and then they started to have shared my links in their Discord, which I was a part of. That I didn't think was no form of troll community of any kind, but that turned out to be the wrong type of thing apparently. And so, anytime I went live, my numbers would grow exponentially with no form of subscriber increase, and any number of subscribers I got there that was more than like 5 to 10, it was from these trolls that would just subscribe to troll my channel and all that type of stuff. And some of these trolls even got hold of some of my personal information.
Oh, no. A-holes.
Yeah,
Sorry, I was
that's
going to
not
do
cool.
with it.
Yeah, sadly, that's how they are. You just gotta ignore them. Like they're gonna start stuff with people.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely good to see you back. Hopefully you'll come back and start a new channel and but I do know that Thunderbirds are really huge. They like we were talking about earlier. Those things are like extremely big creatures.
Huh. I heard of the species of Thunderbirds, but I've never seen one before.
Yeah, not many. Matt was the only one that I know that's had an experience, and pretty much from what I'm getting is like if you're a sick child or whatever, you'll have a better. Which I mean, I'm not saying get children sick or not, but from what I'm understanding, sick children see them a lot more than like us adults or whatever. Like because they are there to take the child away because they're sick or whatever, like unhealthy. And that's what Matt was saying when he saw when he had his experience, he was sick.
The way you personated that there now was hilarious.
I can't talk today no more. But yeah, from what Matt was saying, that he was sick, and so it came over to him, and if it wasn't for his grandpa, we wouldn't have Matthew with us. Whoa, Matt. Whoa. I'm a Thunderbird. Actually, I pick up the kids in the white van. Walking them through candy, don't you?
Oh my god.
The only good Star Trek out there is the newer movies. Come at me, people. Star Trek stinks.
Hey,
don't hurt me.
early Star Trek days, all right? But Star Wars is better. Sorry, but I do like Star Trek.
I can't talk trash about Star Wars. I used to watch it all the time. I was just starting stuff.
Star Wars for me is great. It's
older Star
amazing.
Wars.
I'm not saying Star Trek is not good.
Suck.
I'm not saying Star Trek is not good, but because I do watch some Star Treks, the old ones, not the new ones. The new ones, I don't like them at all.
Yes.
Well, that's like
the old ones, the 80 ones, the stuff like that. I used to watch them
the originals
as a young kid. So for me, those ones that were good, but the new ones, I don't know. I'm just not sticking to them. Star Wars, I could watch.
I don't like the new Star Wars.
I hate to say it, but I'm still one of the old crew, and the original Star Wars are still the better Star Wars. Sorry.
Episodes 3, 4.
I like the prequel and the story, and I have got into the storylines a little bit because of my son, but sorry, the originals are still better.
I like all the Star Wars. The old ones are great. Obviously, grew up to
when
them.
Disney bought it.
The new ones that came out, for me, I find them cool. They're interesting. They come and get me more than Star Trek. But I'm not bashing Star Trek, like saying it's not good, because the old episodes of Star Trek are very good. So
yes.
Yeah,
I like the original,
but I will
like it after Disney
stick if you make me choose between Star Wars and Star Trek, I'm going Star Wars all the way.
Yeah, well, I'd have to if I was, held at gunpoint or something and had to choose. Well, I'm gonna choose Star Wars.
You're gonna kill me because I'm still, even if you have a gun, I'm still going with Star Wars. So
yeah,
Matt got a vibrator, y'all.
But I'm sorry to put you guys in my place, but I've never seen a full Star Wars movie or any other one. The only time I ever saw Star Wars was in 2005 when the Star Wars, I think it was Episode 3 that came out in 05. And when me and one of my staff members in 05 went to go see it as a activity of my choice, I fell asleep before the movie had gotten halfway done there. And so because of how like tired I was and bored I was, I guess you could say, I just have never seen any other Star Wars movie there. But the other time I do remember seeing a Star Wars was a Star Wars themed episode of Deal or No Deal, if you remember that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Jeez, I haven't seen Deal or No
But-
Deal for years.
but Star Wars,
Like,
yeah.
because like in 2008 during their season 3 primetime the period there when season 3 premiered in the autumn of 2007, there was a special Star Wars themed episode on NBC in the spring of 2008 along with all the other new episodes that came later in that season.
Oh man. Tomorrow night we will be live for Parachat or Paranormal Story Time with the Nubby Bunch. Marianne's gonna come up and we're gonna play some trivia games.
Yeah, that was my question. Aren't we doing a trivia tomorrow?
Yes, it might not even be Paranormal Story Time. It might just be trivia game night.
It was
I
supposed
might-
to
I
be.
was
It
just
was
saying,
supposed to
yeah.
be it was supposed to be trivia night.
We'll do trivia
I've got
night
a comment.
tomorrow night.
On your vlog saying that's a really good idea. So I'll say it. That's a really good idea, Nubby.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that.
Yeah, tomorrow is supposed to be.
Oh,
It's supposed to be trivia game. We're supposed to continue the. Was it horror? Are we at horror now? Yeah, it was supposed to be. We're supposed to continue horror.
Yeah, we still got a bunch of that. Oh wow! Why is everybody talking about sex toys over here?
Well, Maddie started it, of course. Come on.
We
You know
got-
Maddie.
What
got,
the
He's got 3 sex toys. Apparently, Marianne got 7 boyfriends. Whoa! Oh,
Oh, this is hilarious. Oh,
I
we
know.
we've got to go sideways at some point, Nubby. We've done really, really, really well tonight.
It was.
Come on.
Yeah, it was. It was going so well, so well. I knew we had to go south somewhere down
we
the
always
line.
do.
Jesus Christ.
You know, like,
Yeah,
one of
Angel,
us,
you should.
Maddie doesn't say it. One of us is gonna. You know that.
That's true.
what?
You should start a new channel and all that, and don't even worry about the trolls or haters. Because I mean, you're gonna get them. Everybody gets them. Like, there's nothing you can do.
Well, it's just these trolls went above and beyond last month. They found where I worked at when I didn't even tell them, and they ended up calling my job continuously. And because of like my own safety for what I was scared of, I left my job there and resigned. But they're making it out as though I got fired, which I didn't. But essentially, they like went above and beyond.
Vodka,
Wow,
vodka,
that's terrible.
Okay, first of all,
vodka with me, Harry Potter.
Shocking.
Don, you want to say something, man?
yeah, I'm gonna say something. Start a new channel, and your personal information has nothing to do with your channel. What I do on my channel does not represent who I'm fully am. You know me as Dom, as a Joker and stuff like that. You don't know what I do in my personal life. What I mean is, people should do that. What's personal, leave it personal. What's public, put it public. Your phone number, where you work. I'm not saying you gave that, but with a phone
That's
number.
just like an example.
With a phone number, let's say you gave that to somebody that's pissed off at you, okay? With a phone number, you can track anybody. I can find your job. I can find where you're living with your phone number.
Yeah.
Just saying. So what I'm suggesting for you is start a new channel and keep your information personal. What I do mean is, if you do really trust that person,
I'll be back. I gotta go potty.
then you give out your information. Just put a faucet on it. When
Yeah,
you do
yeah, I
trust
see
the
where
person,
you're
you
coming.
open it, and you give information.
Yeah,
When you do
I
not
see
trust the
what
person, that's
I see,
cool.
I see where you're coming from, and I see what you mean there, Don.
So,
And sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the chat there.
Yeah,
Some of
sorry.
the stuff of what
I'm
people
sorry.
are saying in the chat, there, is like making me
but
giggle there, and
but
so
what
is,
what what
Sorry.
but
You
what
know
I'm
us, we're
telling
still
you
going in chat.
is like, even if you know a person that comes in your chat and has been there for a couple of weeks and starts, hey, give me your personal information or give me your phone number and stuff like that. Hey, chill out, man. I don't do that. You want to
I
talk to
understand
me?
where you're coming from.
You want to talk to me? Send me an email. I will respond to your email. When I'm trusty enough, I will give you another link to come and talk with me or get my information. But for the moment, my information is 13 spirits paranormal at gmail.com if you want to talk to me. So by that you see who's writing to you. Obviously you're gonna get snowflakes, you're gonna get people that are gonna try to troll you by sending you an email, but you can simply flush that. It doesn't affect your life personally.
I understand.
Just saying,
I
trying
get
to help you out. Just trying to help you out because I've been bullied all my life. I'm still bullied. I got death threats and stuff like that, and I still continue doing what I do. Because if you go down and you take down your stuff and you recluse yourself and say, I'm not going to do content or I'm not going to do this or I'm not going to have a YouTube channel because you're afraid of what people think or what people will do to you, you're going to stay there and not do something. And maybe you're going to help somebody with your channel. You're going to help somebody else. Somebody's going to stick to you. Somebody's going to find, cures and stuff like that. A lot of people do not know that a lot of YouTubers help other people out by doing content.
Yeah.
So just saying that
I
you can take it personal, or not. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm just trying to help you to have a better life and do what you want to do. You want to do content. You want to be a creator. Create, man. Let your dreams become reality. Let yourself flow. Let yourself become who you want to be. Just saying that.
But
Anybody in the chat, anybody.
I understand where you're coming from, and thank you for the advice. And I'll take it there. But right now, if I want to start another channel, the only type of devices or equipment I have as of right now is my cell phone.
I'll tell you.
I mean, that's what I use.
You have to listen.
Maybe I don't know how to record certain types of videos. Like, let's say if I want to do a reaction video to the newest movie trailer that is coming out for new releases and all that. Or, let's say if I want to react to Tom McDonald's newest music video and give my opinion.
Tom McDonald sucks. Sorry.
Hey! I will put hair on your bald head.
I like him. I like him, but I'm just bugging that.
Tom McDonald is better than Eminem. I'll argue all day.
I'll give you a better rapper than Tom McDonald. So I like him, but I'll give you a better Chris Webby.
I like Chris Webber. I love some Chris Webber. I can't.
I'm just.
I get trolled a lot, but
Tom McDonald has good songs.
I kind of ask my trolls sometimes the way I talk. Like the other night when me and Dom had our debate, I kind of said some stuff I probably shouldn't have about a certain person.
What did I tell you? Don't go there, and you didn't listen to me. So you're getting spanked now.
Hey, I didn't get no hate from it, thank goodness.
Okay. I thought you were getting spanked.
Nah.
You know what I mean by that.
Yeah, I didn't get a spanking from that that live stream, but
Don,
thinking about it, I was like, damn, did I really just say that? Like,
Well, I told you something funny just before. It was funny.
yeah.
Like I said, I got. Anyway, so let's move on. Let's be positive.
Well, we got about 5.5 minutes left before I'm gonna end it.
Don,
What?
no, I don't know if you guys if you two saw this, but while you were like, guess I could say going not necessarily at it, but where you nubs disagreed with Don's statement of Tom McDonald sucks there, and all the like statements that were hilarious to me from what you said there, Don, and what you said too. I
see,
covered my face
Dom's a
with
Cowboys
my
fan, but his opinion is
What's wrong
No.
with my Cowboys?
Y'all won.
Yeah, we
Oh
won.
my God.
Okay, so Nubsy's Eagles. He's not talking about his Eagles that played this weekend that lost. He's not saying that. You know, he's trying to get on. He's trying to get on my Cowboys that are starting to come up to the first place where the Eagles are. So we're really like underneath here, and he's freaking out because his football schedule is a hectic of a schedule coming in.
So I'm
the
going to
next
see a
couple
lot of my
weeks.
brothers and sisters all picking at each other a little bit because you're all sort of, because there's a few of you at the barrack for Nubby and Dom, like there's a few of you each side, isn't there?
Yeah, me and Dom. Yeah, wifey, there's a spanking. I'll give you a spanking. You'll like it.
Yeah.
She'll like
So
it.
be ready. Yeah, be warned, people. It is football season, remember. So
Football,
you know
yes.
what the brothers are like.
Trash talk. No. But
It's not. It's not really arguments. It's arguments
No,
for
that's
sports.
right.
We do love each other. We're not
That's right.
enemies. We're good buddies, brothers. So do not take that as bad. It's only joking between us. So,
Yeah.
When
the next
I'm picking,
cryptid,
it's like saying I'm picking on my little brother's head. So
yeah. The next Cryptid Monday, we'll be talking about the Banshee. I'm not sure if that's technically a cryptid or not, but we're going to be talking about Banshees anyways.
Did we do something on the Banshee already?
We did the cryptid. I mean, Paranormal 101, but
Yeah,
I'm
that's it.
going to
Okay.
bring more to it and do the whole cryptid.
Cool.
Yes, we did, Shire.
But all joking aside, right quick, there. While you, Don, and you Nubs were like going at it with your guys' like hilarious back and
Matt, that's so wrong.
And putting my little pillow over my face. I can't come to realize that the fabric up front here that looks like the skin of a giraffe here, the fabric on here smells like gasoline, so I'm guessing I'm going to need to put this in the washer soon enough.
Trying not to choke to death. Just saying, you're sniffing gasoline. Yeah, no, don't do that to your face, man.
Well, I said it smells like it. I don't think it really is, Don.
I hope not.
I love you, man. I already love you for who you are.
Hey, that's the only good thing about the Cowboys with the cheerleading squad.
Oh my God, leave my Cowboys alone.
Canadian Mr. Clean. See, I didn't go with the French Canadian. I went with Canadian.
See, this is when you know your family. You know,
I need to rub
moments. You know,
I need to rub Dom's head for good luck. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean,
Mr. Clean. So what do you guys have coming this week?
I have a couple live streams that I'm gonna try to do. Tomorrow we're gonna do trivia game night. Wednesday at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Me and Dakota are gonna finally finish Urban Legends season 2. Finally, been doing that for like 3-4 months now. Wednesday night I'm supposed to be reacting to Shandy's Unexplained Adventures. And then next week I have I think we're doing Paranormal 101 again next week. And then Cryptid Monday again. I'm doing Cryptid Mondays 2 Mondays in a row.
Yeah, we're doing Paranormal 101's next week. Next weekend.
Yes. And then the weekend after that is episode 3 of the Paranoid. That's in 2 weeks, guys. What about you, Dom? You have anything coming out?
Do I have anything coming up? Tomorrow, I'm live with you. After that, the company I work for, Montreal Haunted, we're going on a freaking schedule from from the 19th to the 31. I have only 2 days off. The rest, I'm doing investigations, tours, private investigations. So I will probably pop up on some lives during those tours. Probably do some ghost box stuff like that. So check that out. That's coming next. So like I said, to Halloween. After that, I'm trying to work on some collaborations with Exploring Harley, and also the Outcast. Also, we're gonna try and shoot some stuff in Montreal. So that's what's up. Put it there for the moment to maybe to November. After that, it's gonna be less crazy. Baka, do you have something coming up?
Well, it'll be Wednesday here tomorrow, so I will probably try and get up another hump day reading for the rest of the week for everyone. Hello, Sean, brother, how are you? That's unless I come down sick, because I've got it in the household at the moment. So if it doesn't happen, I may have come down crook, but I'm just making them stay away, and I'm spraying them with LYNNE 20 and all the rest of it at the moment, because they're all on the mend, but it wasn't just hit a bit hard for those, a bit quick. So I'm like, you can keep that. Thanks, just distance. Anyway, LYNNE 20ing the bed where hubby's sleeping, Jamie bastard, just so. Should be a hump day up hopefully tomorrow. I normally do it later in my time, so you guys can wake up to it, but my guys here can still see it. But at the moment, that's about it. No, just too much going on. Haven't been able to work on anything else yet.
Okay. I can't wait.
Well,
Angel, you have anything?
And Todd decided to create a new channel. Really, not much this week. Essentially, this entire week is just going to be a chillax kind of time at my house. Have a job interview because I'm still applying, looking for a new job, and I have an interview this Wednesday. But besides the interview this Wednesday, don't have any other ones scheduled for as of this week, and so pretty much it's just the staying at home, relaxing on the couch, taking it easy there, and binge watching TV shows, movies on streaming service like Paramount Plus that I have, and that kind of stuff. Because really, like I said, Todd decided to create a new channel. Really, there's not much going on for right now.
Nice. Cool. Does anybody here have HBO Max?
HBO Max? I had it once before, but I don't have it no more there.
I was trying to get everybody to go binge watch Game of Thrones, so y'all can know what I'm talking about when I talk. Like, Game of Thrones is a great series and a great show, guys. If you can get past the incest, unnecessary killings and all that. It is good action. The
Nope.
incest is what gets everybody.
Nope.
No, yeah, not my jam. And too long, man. Just too long.
It is. It's
I
a
did-
8.
I told
season,
you, brother. I tried to watch it, and I do
Look.
not get hooked after 20 minutes. I
You see,
See,
press on the button and
Um,
I'm finished. I can't. I don't know why I can't.
No.
I prefer.
no,
I prefer. I told you. I prefer the series Rome instead of Game of Thrones, which is a little bit similar to the same story that Game of Thrones will bring out, but more realistic also.
yeah. See, Game of Thrones. It took me so long to watch it. I talked so much trash about it, and then my buddies was like, "I got all 8 seasons. We're gonna watch it." All right, cool, whatever. And I can't lie. I was like, dude, why did I not watch this show before? Like I said, the incest. I think that's why I couldn't get into it because there was a shit ton of that. But
it's not that problem. Seriously,
in that
it's
day,
like
that's how it was. Sadly,
for me, it's not the stories about incest and stuff like that because you do have that in Rome also.
yeah.
For me, history. I love history. So you have to be close to the history.
Oh well, then yeah.
Or else you will not catch me in it. And Game of Thrones, sorry, but it has nothing to do with
it's
real
no history at all in it at all.
It's a bunch of for me, the way I saw it in 20 minutes, it's a bunch of grabbing here of different stories, just fucked up all together. Yeah,
it is. It's lots of
I heard it was a lot of the other things.
It's a lot of penises too, a lot of vaginas.
Well,
a lot of ass. Like it's a lot of everything.
If you go back to the Greek culture, if you go back to the Roman culture, a lot of people were half naked or naked.
That's true. I just like dragons. I just like action and like the last season.
For them putting out a series Game of Thrones without a little bit of reality, or Rome with a little bit of nudity, would not be accurate as a story. Why? Because you're talking about old periods,
but not all shows are like history, man. A lot of these shows are just fantasy, are just.
I understand, but hold on. Some other movies, I will catch on to that. But Game of Thrones, I'll give you another example. I never hooked on Walking Dead.
I didn't. Walking Dead's hit and miss.
I love zombie type things, and neither did I. Like I say,
but
I don't know what the hype was all about. I'll be honest.
There's only 3, Shire.
But I got hooked. I got hooked for Gotham.
But no, the Walking Dead. The best season was when Negan. The best episode.
Another series that I keep on watching and watching and watching and watching and watching, and I don't get tired, is the North and South.
Oh my god, I haven't seen that for
Can I say something right quick?
Yeah,
can I say something right quick?
Sis, I have the old series in black and white, not black and white, but like ish colors.
Yeah,
and I watch it at least once a month, at least.
Wow, I haven't thought of that for a long time.
Sorry,
Andrew.
Let me just say something right quick. I have never got into or watched Game of Thrones nor The Walking Dead, but I did find a extra long sleeve XO Walking Dead merchandise shirt at a Goodwill one year, and so I got that just because of the design it was.
That's what I do too. That's what I do. People are like, how can you support that if you don't like it? I like it because it's a cool shirt. Like, hey, Bessie. But no, I'm with you on that. Like, I bought. What was it? I can't even remember which shirt it was. It was some band that I freaking it was a freaking Red Hot Chili Pepper shirt, and I hate Red Hot Chili Peppers. If you know me, you know that I despise the Red Hot Chili Peppers. But this shirt was so freaking sick. Like, so I was like, I'm getting it. Like, but I'll probably end up liking Red Hot Chili Peppers because I used to hate Fall Out Boys. I'm getting into them. I used to hate My Chemical Romance. They're one of my favorite bands now. But I'm also I like my emo music. no, but Green Day I don't like either. But yes, I used to.
Whoa.
I don't mind a bit of Green Day.
Whoa, what's wrong
I'm
with
about to
Green
get beat
Day?
up. I'm about to get beat up over here by Dom and Vodka.
What's wrong with Green Day?
I don't know. I think the music sucks.
What? Are you fucking nuts?
I mean, I haven't been high.
Hold on.
Bangers.
One of the best punk rock albums
Mm-hmm.
was Dookie.
They are not punk. They are not punk.
Hold on.
Offspring is punk.
Hold on. Listen to 2 seconds. Green Day is a pop rock. They moved a little bit of gender to go a little bit more pop, but they were punk rock. Sorry. No. Okay. Go listen if you want me. I'll send you the album through email. Listen to Dookie.
Okay.
Listen to Dookie and come back to me and say
I like
Green Day
Dookie.
is shit.
I like that album.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say I hate all their songs. I like their newer stuff better. Is what I guess I'm trying to say.
Well, that's the thing. Green Day, the new stuff is more punted up pop than.
I like the older stuff. Older stuff, I mean. I like the older stuff better.
Till Dookie. After Dookie, once Dookie became a major sell.
Hi, Mama JoJo.
Slowly, Green Day went on another type of tangent, but they're still. Yeah, Green Day is Green Day, man. You can't.
Another one of my favorite bands is Sum 41, and they sadly retired this year. They retired finally after 30 years.
Another group that was real good, but I'm gonna be biased because those guys are from here, not far from my house, is Blink 182.
I like Blink 182. I've always liked.
I saw those guys, and seriously, this is not a joke. Okay, these guys used to be, they used to work at Metro. Metro here is a place where you go to do your market. So they used to put your groceries into bags. They used to practice on top of a garage, and they became popular back in the day before they are becoming popular. In my neck of the woods, everybody wanted them to do, I'm doing a barbecue tonight. We're gonna have 200 people. Come with your band and play and stuff like that. And that's how Blink 182 started here. But those guys are amazing.
Has anybody heard of the 80s band XXX? They were big, like semi-big at one point.
No.
And all right, well, they opened up for people like AC/DC and Kiss and a bunch of these like big bands back in the 80s.
Never heard of them.
They split up for a good 10, 15 years, and I'm not going to say recently, but they got together about 5 years ago, and they did 2 shows up here in Lynchburg, because that's where the band's from. Other than the lead singer, he's from the UK. But they're looking for a new lead singer now, and not that XXX, Beth, but they're looking for a new lead singer now because he passed away.
Apply?
But the best band alive, and come at me if you disagree, because I will not off, but I'll go in. System of a Down and Slipknot, like those two, Mushroom Head, like that's my kind of band. I love some System of a Down though. They're like the best.
They're not amazing. They're not bad. I do like a couple of their songs.
What about War? Guar is simply amazing. Like Guar, like if you want to go to a show and like if you don't want to go to a show and be up front and get like blood all over you, don't go to a Guar concert. I can tell you for experience, you will get blood on you. If it's fake, real, I don't know, but I was cut out. And don't wear white at a Guar concert because it will be red by the end of it.
Nubby.
And I don't
You
know.
weren't supposed to give them the rituals for their songs, brother.
Oh,
Yeah, come on.
but yeah, I'm not sure if it's real blood or like fake blood, but if you're up front, you're gonna be covered in it. And they almost got banned from playing in the United States because people were complaining about doing that. I was like, well, don't go to the concert.
Yeah,
like,
depends on the music. I'm more like I said, depends on the songs. But speed metal,
Disturbed is cool.
Not into that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Disturb is good. Sound
They
of
suck
Silence,
live. I will tell y'all this right now. Disturbed is one of the worst bands to see live. They suck so bad. Like, I don't know what it is. I love Disturbed a lot, but I would not pay money to see them live again. They
For
are
real?
awful. Yes, I don't know what it is, but they are awful live. The lead singer sounds so much different.
I like to listen to a lot of indie groups if you want. Like
I like indies. Go
like a
Bodero.
group.
Go Bodero is one of my favorite bands. They're like gypsy punk. Like they are
Well,
freaking
okay,
amazing.
you like the gypsy type of music?
I do.
Listen to the Figaro Brothers.
Oh, dude, they're amazing. I know exactly who you're talking about. But my favorite type of music, other than punk, I like Viking music, like Paris.
If you do like, a little bit of guitar, like rock music, listen to the Figaro Brothers.
There's one that's amazing. His name is Paris. Shit. Oh man, I can't think of his name, but he does amazing. Like, if you play D&D, this is the kind of music you would play in your game.
Hold on.
Peyton Parrish. That's his name. Peyton Parrish. That dude's freaking amazing. But for now,
but that type of music, he does amazing stuff. Don't get me wrong. But that type of music, it, like you said, it's more like D&D. It's more like intros, stuff like that, music like that you would use. He would do an amazing thing to do the intro, like on the Cryptid, the intro we had. Imagine.
Yes. But thank you, Ryan and Second Star and Dom, Vodka, and Angel for coming up and joining. Y'all are the best.
You have a great night.
Let's do this. Thank you for watching the Nubby Bunch.
Thanks for having us up, Nubby.
I love y'all. Don is the Canadian Mr. Clean.
Yes.
Everybody loves. Oh, dude. Okay. Rammstein is amazing. Yes, I love some Rammstein. Du Hast is like one of the best songs of all time.
That's Du Hast. Du Hast is the best song to play on your headphones
when you're stoned out of your mind.
No, when you're running on the treadmill at the gym.
Yes, I definitely agree. But see y'all tomorrow, fam. Bye.
Peace.